Internet! This is, in fact, Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9001. You did not make the wrong turn, for I am Sneaky Devil, and I have Max Force and Atin here to join me today, as pretty much usual at this point. So it's good things, right? Good things. And so I thought I would start off today and get the feel for today going with a good joke. So what do you call someone who discriminates when stealing a pie? A pie racist.
I just want to make sure you said you wanted to.
You don't expect us to laugh at that.
No, I did not expect you to laugh at that.
Yeah, just making sure.
I expected you to cry at that. Alright, so let me load up today's fic of the day. So I went through the rest of the faked D times D section. Trying to, and failing to, find anything besides Swordsman, the Holy Man of Swords Creek, whatever the hell it's called, by Parcasius. I could not find a single thing that even was tolerable to read. So we have a plethora of fake D times D fics tonight that we're only gonna read one of, so don't worry, we're not gonna be overloading.
Yay.
Good, thank you. It's about to fucking.
And as always, per Twitch and YouTube guidelines, I must remind everyone to not contact at any point in time any of the authors featured in this here podcast.
Why is a random nose hair showing up?
Because he felt like it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like joining in the stream this time.
Alright, so everything's set, everything's locked and loaded, let's go. Here's a perfect candidate of the kind I've never seen on the podcast. It's a Naruto Bleach Cross. I guess we're doing that next.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
technically you're right in that it's been forever since we've done one of those, so...
Yeah, technically, that is true.
That doesn't make it better.
So, to start off the day... Woo! That stuff does not get any weaker.
What the fuck are you drinking?
The honey vodka. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that you were drinking honey vodka again.
No, not again. It's still the same bottle. Dude, that stuff...
Jesus Christ.
Dude, no, you don't understand. This stuff kicks like an entire liter of the shit I was drinking before.
You
Stop.
have a problem. Get some help.
No.
You were worse than I am.
Have you guys tried to check out the link on the Discord?
Yeah, it's.
Oh no, I actually... Wait, maybe? Yes, I did. I did save those fics, so thank you, C8.
Yeah, he did.
You can thank C8 for some of the fics we're going to be covering in the future.
Oh, thank
And by
you so
thank,
much, C8.
by thank you mean ban, right?
I mean, you could theoretically call it that, yes. You could theoretically call it that.
That's what I do, yeah.
Parody by proxy from that has already been covered. Yes. Yes. We already covered Harry by proxy, and the consensus from our end was, what the fuck is this bullshit? And we actually lost... That's the fic we lost Xenon on, isn't it?
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't
care.
It probably is.
A while back, C8, like, maybe last year. Maybe, like, December of last year.
I think it was...
So anyway, so this is G times D! Koa Gouda Gouda!
I'm sorry.
That name alone has me asking questions.
Dual self-insert of myself and Knight of End from Space Battles. These two men are dropped into high school D times D with nothing but clothes on their backs and a class card from fate. They got a hell of a journey ahead of them. See, now, I thought Max and Atin would particularly like this fic.
And
Why
by
would
like
you
you
think
mean
that?
absolutely hate.
Maybe our resident archivist. Yes, maybe our resident archivist would know that episode if she
Why
was
would you
on.
Why would you think we know that?
I mean, you
What
guys
a
are basically
terrible-
writing the same thing, except in Ruby and not Fate.
But
And no powers of
yeah,
any kind.
in fact, the only thing is you can't die forever. Oh, because that's so much fun.
as it states on the tin, respawning isn't actually that awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen a video game about that yet, where it's like,
I
by the
mean,
way, you get free respawns. What's a respawn?
Dark Soul.
I was gonna say Dark Souls kind of makes respawning not that great. I guess.
What are you talking about? There's no actual discussion about how it works or how
what?
horrifying it is.
What the fuck,
Andy,
Zex?
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
What the
You
fuck
literally
is that
lose your
quote?
soul every single time you die.
What?
What?
What is
I have
this
so many
quote?
questions, and I want none of them
I
answered.
don't want this. Some shit I found today. Well, good for you. I guess.
Okay,
Where is
it's
this?
time. It's time for a pro tip. You don't have to share everything with the class kids.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
It's okay to
That's
keep some
Zeke's.
things to yourself.
Walking down the street in the late afternoon, a man looked up to the sky and then about at the crowd, his expression twisted in confusion. As he walked, looking at the signs in a language that he knew he shouldn't have been able to read, and listening to snatches of conversation that he shouldn't have been able to understand, his confusion grew even greater. He was quite confused, actually, and he made a point of trying to keep calm, as a grown man freaking out in the streets got all sorts of the wrong attention. Pausing to pat down his pockets to make sure he wasn't missing anything in them, he found something he hadn't been there before and pulled it out to inspect it. Because, I mean, that's what happens when you pat down your pockets, right? You find cards in them.
Oh hey, a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That's not patting down.
Like,
That's
if the author was, like,
sticking your
rifling
hand.
through the pockets, I was like, oh, yeah. Duh.
yeah.
But it's like, oh, I'm gonna slap my legs a bit. Oh, nope, everything seems to be where it should be.
Hey look,
Yeah.
I found something in my pocket. What is it? A Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh, Exodia!
Shit. Where's the rest of it?
It's in the water.
Oh no.
No, my brain just went full Power Rangers with this, and each hero gets one part of Exodia, and they have to put all the cards together and call down Exodia,
No,
and
be
they
able
all
to throw
pilot
in the
it.
water. Don't you know
And like
Yu-Gi-Oh?
it's a giant freaking Voltron.
Fucking giant Voltron.
But it's Exodia.
The forbidden Voltron. I want you to go through that in your head and realize how stupid that sounds.
I want you to realize that I don't care.
Zex, just to let you know, since you're not recommending that fic for the Contempt Theater, could you go pop it in the fanfiction section
Or
in generals?
like, never.
Or never. Like,
Or-
you can take
or
sneaky
just-
suggestions.
Or just
Please
never.
Please never.
Consider the following. Fucking don't.
Please do not.
Anyway, a single card made of a material that he didn't recognize. So,
He doesn't
like,
recognize
whatever the
cardboard?
thing that cards are made out of?
He doesn't recognize cardboard.
I don't think they ever say that the class cards are made out of anything, like, particularly unique.
Yeah, what if it's just, like, made out of, like, hard plastic?
Yeah, I mean, Zelrich strikes me as the kind of guy that can be economical at times.
Zelrich strikes me as the kind of guy who would absolutely print a priceless magical crest onto a piece of plastic and give it to people.
Guys, I think a piece of plastic is giving him too much credit. I think he'd print it on cheap cardstock and then maybe put a plastic.
No,
sleeve.
no. You know what he definitely should have done? He should have printed it on that edible paper. You can't get my class card if I eat it first!
Oh no,
Goodbye,
Sneaky.
Exodia!
Sneaky. No. I know, Sneaky, but then what happens is it just permanently installs and you're just stuck. So you better hope it wasn't a really shitty class card.
You have permanently installed Windows 10.
Congratulations, you have permanently become a trap.
I mean, given
actually,
some people on the internet,
oh.
apparently, according to them, that's the opposite of a problem.
Oh god.
Fucking hell.
I
Sneaky.
legitimate heard pizza pasta. When?
This is not
what?
a Vinny stream. This is not a Vinny stream. There is no pizza.
Actually, I think that's a thing.
It is a thing.
It's a thing on Vinny streams.
Anyway, flipping the card over and finding nothing other than a blank slate, he murmured, "A class card? What the hell?" Shaking his head, he shoved the card back into his pocket and decided to try and find a park or something. This crowd was getting to him. Oh, piece of plastic, okay.
Oh.
A young man with brown hair. Wow, that's... You know, I understand we constantly criticize authors for being like, he looked at himself in the mirror. He was 6'4" and 250 pounds of ripped cold steel and sex appeal. And
there is a difference between not saying anything at all and actually describing your character.
But this is the opposite end of the spectrum of details. He was a young man with brown hair. Oh wow, that really cleared it up. That really cleared it up. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
Wiped sleep away from his eyes with his tired hand. Rubbing his face lazily, he yawned mightily. Is this the part where you put umu in there?
Probably.
Damn, that was some nap, umu.
Will you cease, please?
He muttered to himself, cracking his knuckles and smiling at the sensation. A bit stiff, but stretching.
I don't know what to do with this information you're giving me.
Thank you.
Apparently, he's trying to get early onset arthritis.
And stretching his limbs out, the man got up from where he had been lying on the patch of green grass.
There are better.
Okay, look, I know I have personal problems that prevent me from doing this, but like, who legitimately actually falls asleep on the grass?
I used to do that when I was younger, and I was less scared of ants than I am now.
Nikon.
Please never make that sound ever again.
Please continue making that sound as it annoys him.
Is this revenge for taking the legendary in Borderlands?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Honey. He blinked for several moments, his capacity for speech leaving him. What the hell? He said disbelievingly, looking around incredulously.
What the fuck?
Where am I? This wasn't Ireland at all!
Gee, no shit, Sherlock.
I'm sorry, I have woken up!
The lack of drunk people is what tipped him off.
I have woken up! What? I'm not in Ireland anymore, he says, looking around. How the f*** are you able to, like, figure that? Like, okay, to be fair, if you wake up in a Japanese temple, like one of those old-style Japanese temples, I can completely believe you going, I'm not in Ireland anymore.
Yeah.
Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Okay, if this guy's actually from Ireland, his first reaction should have been, holy shit, how drunk was I last night? I didn't even make it home. That probably should have been the first idea.
Also, somehow I've wound up in some kind of Japanese temple. I didn't know we had any of these.
I didn't know we had any Japanese temples, he says.
Okay, I'm willing to bet there's not a lot of Japanese temples over in Ireland, Ricky.
You clearly haven't met enough Irish people. They're all weebs. This is a joke brought to you by inappropriate timings.
Why do you do this?
Why
Because,
is there a National Leprechaun Museum in Ireland?
Are you really surprised by that?
I was about to ask.
No, I'm just disappointed.
Anyway, so blah blah blah.
Ah,
What?
so it's like
Wherever
another
he
crazy
was,
person
it
came
was
out of
nice
Florida.
and sunny.
We're not surprised,
Wait.
we're just disappointed.
That's how you know it's
I
not
didn't even hear what
Ireland.
you said.
This is prepare yourself. This is how the author knows he's not in Ireland anymore. It was sunny. The buildings were close together, and there were people on the streets laughing.
Okay, Ireland's a dreary place. It's not that dreary, my friend.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna keep going.
Yes.
Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, I have a Saber class card. Where did I get this? Oh, this is clearly from the Prisma Ilia series. This was no doubt 21-year-old me rubbed it in between his fingers experimentally. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe he could find a public phone to go back home. Blah 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 blah. I hate this. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. I picked up a phone and only got static after I dialed my number. Did you make sure to dial the international section of your number?
No.
Yeah, otherwise you're kind of a moron.
And this phone was useless and I stuffed it back into my pocket.
Also, point of order, like, what the author should have had it done was, like, I dialed the international number, and I got a bunch of people that were not my host, were not my family.
Yeah.
Like, that's what should have happened.
Yeah, honestly. When he noticed the sudden abundance of Asian people,
Why are there so many Asian people?
that's actually a very fair point. Is they really should have noticed they weren't in their home countries anymore by the fact of the extreme amounts of Asians.
There aren't a lot of redheads, and everybody's decidedly darker skin than I'm used to seeing.
Yeah.
I must be in Dublin.
Oh, Jesus.
Clearly. There's one thing that's gonna bother me.
I thought you were gonna make a UK joke, but that's kind of better.
Oh, boy.
It's better and then also worse.
But there's something that's gonna bother me now. If they're supposed to use
No,
these
just
class
you.
cards to install the card, that's physically impossible without the Kaleido sticks, I think. I'm like 90% certain you cannot do that unless you have a Kaleido stick, and even then, if the Kaleido stick decides it doesn't want to cooperate with you, you're not using that card.
I'm not sure. I never actually watched Prisma Ilia. It's like the only one I never watched.
You're not missing much.
You're really not missing much.
The only scene I know about is that really close to Hentai Yuri one.
Yeah, the season 3, I think it's.
I'm
season
sorry, what?
2. No, ignore that.
There's one scene where, like, the clone copy of Ilia makes out with another Mangus, who is also a lolly, to suck the mana out of her mouth or something. And it got, like...
They went back to their good old age.
It should also be noted that the scene in the manga was like one panel long. Apparently, the director.
3 minutes.
Apparently, the director for the anime decided to take those like 1-2 panel scenes and extend them into something that they were not originally portrayed as.
Yeah. So, anyway, moving on.
Moving on to more nonsense.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, there's another dude over here. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, it's fuckery today. Oh, yes, fuckery indeed. Oh, yep, fuckery. Yep. Well, you can call me Trent. Well, oh, wow, okay, Trent. I know a guy who does that with Trent. Well,
I
call
thought
me
you almost
Josh.
said Treant. I almost thought you said Treant, and I was really confused for a second.
Wow! Hey, we actually know each other. You're the guy from the forums. Oh, you're the author from the fan fictions. Oh, we both have class cards. Oh, wow! This is so surreal. Oh, wow!
Okay,
This is neat.
Since this is apparently somewhat similar to the horrible shitpost that Max and I have subjected the rest of you people to, I'm gonna criticize this. Look, at least in mine and Max's shitpost, we actually know each other. We've seen each other. We have much more reason to readily recognize each other than these two apparent.
We were all we also threw ourselves over the cliff together. So like we didn't coincidentally run into each other. We were just immediately
And one could
there.
even say they are cliff-tossed lovers.
No.
Stop.
I don't even know what. Just that was a bad pun, and you should be ashamed.
Atin's microphone is all sorts of fucky, and he basically has to replace his entire computer at this point for us to diagnose the problem.
And I'm poor, so I can't. Fuck off.
Yeah. It is
Anyway.
a problem.
We understand your problems.
Blah, 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 blah. Class cards. What do we do now? I think we're self-inserts. Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
Please.
Blah, blah.
Please.
Oh, hey, I figured out where we are. What do you mean you figured out where we are? Oh, well, look at this guy over here. He's from D times D. Oh no, we're in D times D. Panic time. Oh, quit panicking. Oh my god, it's Renere! Oh my god, she's gonna kill us all! Oh my god! Okay, look, really, I'm just making this way more amusing than it actually was written by the author.
We understand this.
It's literally like several paragraphs about how evil and sadistic Renere is. And then the one guy is freaking out. The other guy is like, "Don't freak out. It's okay. We're watching Renere kill Issei. We can't let her do it. We should install. All right, let's gonna do this. Whoa, you're gonna get us killed. Don't do this. But we're gonna do this. But don't do this. I'm doing it. What are you doing? Stop doing it. Oh, he did it. Ow, they're fighting." And he's doing some hero speeches at Renere, and she's being Renere, and more hero speeches, and suddenly the other guy joins in, and now it's a double team, and we're entering H territory.
We're entering what territory?
H territory. Hentai. Double team.
Stop.
Made a sex joke.
I know you made a sex joke.
want you to
Blah
stop.
blah blah. He's Oda Nobunaga. Blah blah
You mean
blah.
Oda Nobunaga?
Whatever.
If you're going to butcher the name, at least butcher it right.
Now I'm very disappointed that they just said, "Fuck how class cards work."
Also, he
What's a
shot
class
Renere, and it turns out that Oda happens to counter all supernatural things. And, so Renere got
Yes,
gibbed.
Oda Nobunaga does. He's one of the Oda Nobunaga is a girl in Fate. She is one of the few anti-divine users, I think.
Did you just forget about that? That Oda Nobunaga is a girl in Fate.
Okay,
I did,
Can you really
yes.
blame him for trying to forget
It doesn't
that?
come up that often.
It really is, it's really weird. Anyway, so, blah blah blah. If you don't leave, I will kill you. What makes you think I'll let you get away with this? Because I'll kill you. Oh, you feeling lucky, punk? Holy shit, he just did the quote!
Well,
And blah
Fuck
blah. Blah 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 blah. Issei was there too, sitting there in awe. Oh wait, no, he was having a panic attack. Oh my god, he's panicking. He's panicking. He's hyperventilating. He's still hyperventilating. He's still hyperventilating. And oh, they're pointing the gun back at Rainieri again. Fly away, little chickie, or we'll see your flamingo impression.
Am I supposed to care yet?
No.
You'll regret this! I'll be back! And she flew away.
You regret this, you'll be...
Everyone's actually a girl in Fate, they just don't realize it yet. Yeah, probably.
This is unfortunately true.
Someone ping Moth. I think Moth
Like,
wants to get on
Okay,
this.
I found out Quetzalcoatl shows up in Grand Order.
Who?
God, it has been so long since I pronounced the fucking name. Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, Aztec nonsense. Got it.
Yeah, it's like shows up. A piece of him ends up in the body of a woman as a pseudo servant, and Quetzalcoatl really loves Lucha.
Because of course he fucking does.
Really likes Lucha.
Libre! Team Renee is blasting off again!
Lucha!
Anyway, Jesus fucking Christ, I shot someone! Holy fuck.
Why is he saying holy fuck to that?
Oh my god, you totally did and it was awesome. Yeah, he was right, it was awesome. Even now, he was struggling to hold it together. Oh my god, we're so screwed. Oh my god.
We're so awesome!
He willed the class card to uninstall now that he no longer looked like a loony cosplayer. And now he looked like he was normal again.
Okay, hold on. Look, I want to point something out. If you've ever seen people walk around downtown Japan, like, you can see some pretty nutty stuff.
Yes.
And
Have
most
you ever
people
been to
will
Japan,
just
Zachary?
ignore it.
Yes. Pretty much. I mean, it's
No,
sort of like in
when
New
I
Jersey
walk-
when I chased around someone with a machete at a supermarket and everyone kind of just got out of my way.
That just raises further questions, actually.
Sneaky. I'm not going to dignify your stupidity with a response.
We were at a flea market and we bought some really cheap sorry, I wasn't the one with the machete. My friend was the one with the machete. I was the one with the shotgun. So we bought some really cheap airsoft guns that didn't have their tips on them because they were, stolen and cheap at a flea market. But anyway, point being, I have a fedora on. I had a black shirt, nice pants on. I looked a bit like a mobster. Okay. And
No, you probably look like a stupid kid.
Tips fedora.
well, I don't know because everyone got the fuck out of my way when I was running after a guy who was my friend, by the way. It was the three of us there. One of us had a machete, I had the shotgun, and the other guy had a ninja star, and he was running away, screaming his head off, and there's the two of us just screaming our heads off, running after him, and everyone kind of just parted for us. Not for him, for us. And
That's what
no
you
one
said.
said anything. Cops were never called. No one said anything.
I find that
Yeah.
very hard to believe.
I
Ne-
don't.
Nexus, you missed the best parts where there was a self-insert talking to another self-insert about how they were guessing that they were self-inserts because they're both fanfiction writers and that they're magically appearing in D times D, so therefore they are self-inserts of themselves.
Hold on, let me give an accurate demonstration of what they're doing. I can write! I'm sorry.
You shouldn't.
Did you hear the was the clicking loud enough?
Yes, the clicking was loud enough.
Good.
Oh, wow! Hey, look at that! This is the chapter ended! Blah blah, the Issei's flyer was still poking out of his pants. Right, how do we use this? Do we need to sacrifice someone? I'll get the knife. His subsequent laugh rang hollow in the empty day as he awkwardly walked over to Trent. Keeping Issei to the ground and keeping an eye on him. Taking the flyer, the blonde looked it over before laughing. Pretty sure the sacrificing thing should be my stick, given that I'm Nobu, but... Then he focused on the flyer and the sigil imprinted on it. He wanted to talk to the leaders of Devil who used this sigil, and he needed to talk to that Devil in particular. The sigil flashed with crimson light as a larger version appeared on the ground before them, taking a shape from the form within it. She was beautiful. Her hair deep crimson with a body it could be called Knockout. It wouldn't be odd to call her Temptation incarnate, from the way she strained her school uniform while her pouty lips quirked into a curious smile as she took the trio in. Her blue eyes drifted over to the group as she asked...
Can you stop? I'm really uncomfortable with this, because it's poorly written.
Well, I've been summoned by you. Might I ask what your wish is? Yeah, so, that was that, and, we're moving on. And this, we're moving on to the Zexels fic.
Yay.
So, that's already in the Discord.
You sound so happy about that, Max.
Archer and Saber, Gouda Gouda. It all makes sense. Those Japanese memes make no sense to me, so, Nose Hair will have to explain it.
Why do you think I understand Japanese?
Because you're more weeb than I am?
No.
Anyway, being Urahara Kisuke. Urahara Kisuke is what stands between salvation and complete and utter destruction in Soul Society. Yet there is a problem. Kisuke died when he tried to save a Hollow Boy. Ever since, the boy he saved
What?
has been pretending to be him.
I think the JonTron video perfectly says exactly what I'm thinking right now.
What?
Exactly. What?
Oh,
What the fuck?
Nexus, ignore him. He's mispronouncing it on purpose. Again.
This
Oh, yeah,
story,
Sneaky-
it may not be
Sneaky
trash.
mispronounce things just to make people angry,
Yes, I do.
and by people I mean me.
Asterisk?
I mean, really, it's
I
everything.
hate you.
Meanwhile, in the background, Max is just like, I've been doing this for 8 fucking years.
He really has. Folks.
Now, technically, it's only been like 7, because we didn't start talking voice chat till at least 6 months to a year after we first interacted on fanfiction.net.
That is true enough. That is true enough.
Still far too long.
Orochimaru watches Yamato Tenzo wrapped Uzumaki Naruto in his wood element. This was his chance, and he would take it. Summary: Urahara Kisuke. Start of one shot. Talking about Orochimaru.
7,800 word one shot. Is this gonna go anywhere in time?
I'm really not sure, okay? Seeing the foolish battle before him, he laughed. His own sensei was giving him, Orochimaru, the opportunity to settle his score with the deadly, if slightly naive, ninja. The problem
Why
was
is
he couldn't
Orochimaru speaking in
immediately...
third person suddenly? Is he suddenly just fucking Dio?
Yes, because I, Orochimaru, was behind everything all along. The problem was he couldn't immediately attack. He wanted to, but that wasn't smart. The smart thing would be to wait for the boy to be wrapped up in wood to the point where he would not be able to retaliate. Fortunately for Orochimaru, he didn't have to wait long. The snake Sennin closed his eyes and gathered as many adenine
triphosphates.
Are you gonna be okay, Sneaky? Do we need to call? Do we need to call a doctor for you?
No, it's just I really
need to get
I
one
really
for you?
hate it
No,
when
that took a
authors
bit.
try to be fancy by having the character be like, it's dihydrogen monoxide! To sound smart.
You could have just said.
I know, that's my point. Is the author's like, look at this fancy scientific term for what's basically, I don't know.
You know,
This photograph.
the only time I've ever forgiven that is when this is just how this specific character talks. And those words are only used in that character's dialogue. Otherwise, it's just water.
Okay, so we got, he didn't even get it the correct version of it. Jesus Christ. It's adenosine triphosphate.
What?
Who cares? It's all stupid.
It,
No, it's not.
adenosine
It's important science.
triphosphate is literally ATP, the sugars that cells use to operate. So, I want everyone to keep that in mind as I read this sentence. He gathered as much ATP sugar for his cells as he could, breaking the molecules up manually to use as energy for his final attack. After losing all of his ninjutsu skill to the third Hokage, he had become even more science.
No, he didn't actually lose them all.
That's
Like,
not how it
that's not how that
works.
worked. No, the third Hokage sealed his arms, because as it turns out, Orochimaru was really shit at molding chakra without his hand signs, like most normal ninjas. It didn't take away his ninjutsu skills literally, it just took away his ability to mold chakra with his hands.
Orochimaru became more science.
I'm sorry, what?
Scientific.
I guess the author was trying to make Orochimaru sound more mad scientist than not actually retarded Voldemort. Well, he sound
if
he,
you
sa-
wanted to
he
do
now he
that.
just sounds like a retarded scientist because he even got the word that he was trying to sound fancy with wrong. Like that one guy who tried to give Naruto really fancy sounding armor names, and it
Oh, yeah, you
turns
and I had a
out
great
we
talk
looked
about
up the
that.
element compound that he was using for the armor, and it turns out it's excessively flammable.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, oh, this is fireproof. Hang on, let me see what that sneaky. What, that armor will just burst into flame. Oh. And you and I ran separate Google searches on each of the elements just to be certain. It's like, yeah,
It's like
yeah, everything
literally
in here is
every piece of that armor was like, it explodes, it catches fire and explodes.
it does the exact opposite of what the author thinks it does.
What is it? It catches fire and explodes, and it also explodes. What is this? XCOM 2? What
Yes.
the fuck is
Yes.
this?
Look, dude, no, you don't understand. There is actually, we figured, it took 8 hours for Max and I to do this. But we found an organic compound that is an acid that looks brackishly yellow and greenish and has spontaneous explosive thermal decomposition as a descriptor.
Which, when
What?
translated, is literally explosive.
When translated, it means this acid, when exposed to heat, will at a random temperature destruct itself setting off the rest of the acid around it in a large explosion.
I'm don't even fucking.
Also, it didn't take us 8 hours. It took us like 6.
What is it called? Oh, fuck, man. I don't know.
That was so long ago. I don't think we have the notes on that anymore.
We do not have the notes on that anymore.
Like, if we did, it would be on one of my... It would be on, like, my oldest hard drive from my first computer rig build. And damned if I know where that is now.
That was like
'Cause
4 years ago now.
That hard... Well, no, that was...
That was 2013.
Yeah,
Oh shit,
yeah.
that was 20. That's 5 years ago.
Yeah, Sneaky, you and I really need to get back to writing.
We really need to get back to writing.
Why do I keep hearing a Wookiee in the background? Is that you, Sneaky?
Yes.
I don't care what the fuck you smell. Stop screeching like an idiot.
No.
Let me see if I can find that. Ah, here it is. Sneaky, I found it.
Oh, good. Did you?
It's this. No, it's the student of the saint that went through a rewrite that you guys managed to find on stream again, and I went through the first chapter. It's like, oh my god, Sneaky, this is the one that you and I went on about the armor with.
Yeah. I thought you found the acid. I was like, oh wow, that's bad.
God, no. What was it?
That would have been entertaining.
Violent, bustive decomposition.
Not
What's
like
that?
this garbage. Hey. Sorry.
God. You know what? I bet we were dumb and I bet we used the smart word for that.
But why would you do that?
We're only human. We occasionally make the same mistakes that we, give guff to other people for. Was that chapter 2?
Yeah, that was chapter 2. Okay.
No, we didn't use the word for it, unfortunately.
No, we did not. But we did look it up to make sure that it was a thing.
Yeah. What was it? Exploding acid?
It was explosive thermal decomposition.
Okay. Exploding thermal decomposition. Organic acid. Was it ammonium nitrate?
It might have been.
No, it doesn't sound right. This is an article from from August. It was this year. No, we want something older. Organic azides. An exploding diversity of unique class of compounds.
I see that one. I think it was an article.
I think it was an article that we found that we then moved over to Wiki. Yeah, this article's dates all the way back to like 05. Yeah. This article dates all the way back to 05 when it was published.
Okay, so that might have been it then. But yeah, so point being is we actually took the time to find out that if there was a yellowish acid that also was liquid and exploded at a certain temperature.
And the answer is yes.
Okay, so anyway, while Max does that, I'm gonna keep going. Blah blah blah.
Was it pitric acid?
Maybe.
Name pitric. Get a compound. It's an explosive. Been used in medicine and dyes. It is an organic compound. This might not be it. I think because it was an acid that exploded in a really awesome manner.
Yeah. Damn. Jeez. I wish we wrote that stuff down.
I do too. It's stuff like that where it's like we should have written this down. Why didn't we?
Anyway, so moving on. Blah blah blah. Failing at science. Blah blah blah. He couldn't afford to make a mistake. Using chakra outside of his body was no longer an option. That's patently false. Gathering all of the coenzymes and metallic ions in the pit of his stomach, the snake synthesized a blade made of iron and poison, and slowly pushed it out of his belly and up his digestive tract, where he was careful to not let the blade pierce a segment of his throat. One wrong tremor, and the blade would slice through his own windpipe and kill him where he stood. No, Orochimaru would pull a Shiro, but internally.
Makes sense.
And then, poisonous enzymes. Wait. Re the fuck wind. Once the sword was out of his mouth, he looked at it. Seeing no issues, he put his fingers on the blade.
I have so many questions.
You mean the arms he can't use, which is why he can't use the jutsu?
You know, I get the feeling this author didn't actually pay attention to
I get the feeling this author doesn't actually know what Naruto is.
like, oh, he took his ninjutsu. No, he took away his ability to use his hands, and then when he got a new body, boom, hands are back.
Except they weren't.
He fixed his hands at some point.
No. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I believe he did.
No, he died.
Yeah,
Max,
that's when he got to
Orochi-
fix his hands.
That doesn't count, Max. That
No,
doesn't
no,
count.
when he was brought back to life after dying, he had his hands back.
I want to say, like, when he showed back up in Shippuden, he had access to his arms again.
No.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he turned into the giant Hydra and fought Sasuke.
No, he could use his arms again. He's still just.
No, he couldn't use his arms. No, he straight up fought with his throat sword. No, like literally.
That's not how. Is that how souls work in Naruto?
Yeah, quite literally. That's how souls work when it comes to the death god in Naruto.
He was Sneaky. He is able to fight with his arms again in Shippuden. Apparently, though, because he was still missing the arms of his soul, he still couldn't use chakra in his arms.
Okay, so we finally figured out how. Because I remember
So he could move
pre-Shippuden.
them.
Yeah, I remember
move
pre-Shippuden.
them.
No matter how many bodies he changed, his arms still wouldn't work. So I guess in the 3-year gap, he figured out how to finally make his arms work.
He was able to get the muscles working again, but he still couldn't use chakra.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Now there has to
And
be
it's
a
like,
moment.
I have my new body. Oh, I still can't use chakra.
Sneaky. There now has to be a moment where Hobble is just observing the shit. It's like, that's not how souls work.
I mean,
They
it
just
is when it
turn
comes
into
to the
little-
death god.
It's just like, but that's not how souls work. They just turn into little balls of, like, energy. No. What is this shit?
Anyway, moving on.
Oh.
Sakura, what are you doing? Madam screamed. Are you trying to get killed? So wait, are we on the bridge? Is this the bridge scene?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the bridge scene.
Are we supposed to care?
For a girl who was smart, she was dumb.
I care because this is pissing me off.
Blah 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 blah. Something is in the corner of his eye. Oh my god, it's Orochimaru with the giant sword coming out of his mouth. And watch out, he's using its sword art.
What?
I was making a Dark Souls joke. Urahara Kasuke woke up in terror and blah 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 blah. Why was he running? Well, he's running because hollows, and he's gonna be hollowified, and blah 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 blah. And the beam of black glycolytic energy, I'm almost positive.
What the fuck?
I'm almost okay. The author spelled it wrong again.
Oh, please tell me they did that thing where they spell it wrong, but in a different way.
No, he just straight up forgot letters. And glycosis, or the process of glycolytic transference, is converting glucose into pyruvate, freeing up energy in the form of high energy molecules of sugar.
It should be mentioned this is an enzyme breakdown of carbs.
Yeah, so I'm pretty fucking sure you're not shooting a beam of sugar at people.
You're shooting a beam.
I'm pretty
Of
sure people would be
enzymes.
a lot more chill with hollows.
If all they did was shoot sugar.
Oh no! He shot our potatoes! Now they taste like candy!
Yo, that would make the
Oh, whatever will
Menno
we do?
that would make Ceros way more fun. A giant beam
It's
of
a
like
candy beam.
Sugar Beamu.
Hyper beam.
That would be a sick power. Well, you would definitely get sick after a while. He was ready to stop the blah blah. Wait. Urahara Kasuke took off his hat and pulled out his sword. He was ready to kill this fox-like creature with 4 tails.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
He's-
okay. Oh, really?
He's literally okay, so he's taking chakra and trying to break it down into scientific enzymes.
Yes.
Apparently.
Also, okay, so what's going on? So I'm going to explain what's going on here to everyone. So the author, in his mind, is thinking Naruto is going to get killed by Orochimaru. And then Naruto, because he is in Kayub mode, is going to appear as a super angry hollow in the spirit world. And then he's going to kill Kisuke. And he's going to be like, oh no, I feel bad about the kill. Let me beat the Kisuke. And then Kisuke versus Orochimaru.
Seems legit.
My poor vodka farm. Now it will taste like honey.
God damn it.
Yeah, I just read out the transition. Basically, like I said, it's Naruto dies in Naruto, and then pops up as a hollow in Bleach, and then kills Urahara, and then replaces Urahara, and then fights Orochimaru as Urahara.
Is that what you're predicting is gonna happen?
That's what the summary says.
That's
Oh.
yeah.
I thought the summary just said that Urahara dies and
Urahara dies to a hollow boy, Naruto, and then the boy he saved has pretended to be him. Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't fight Orochimaru.
yeah.
Naruto felt his new DNA form out of the void, slowly being opened by the helicase enzymes in his body. Is this even the correct spelling of helicase? It is! Everyone give the author a round of applause for finally spelling a scientific term correctly.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna be bothered by the fact that Naruto can feel his DNA.
Can you feel? What is he, Cars?
Wait, didn't we have this exact problem before in another fan fiction? Someone could feel their DNA?
Yes, we did. We did. Had this exact problem before. And he wasn't replaced by the primers and carried through the different parts of the circulatory system as the cells in his flesh replicated more demonic pieces. He wasn't sure how this was possible. How could he feel his body being created out of nothing? All he understood was that everything that was human is not human no more. And, blah, 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 he was dying, except Kyuubi wouldn't let him die, and the Kyuubi didn't want to die himself, so he was converted into the Kyuubi, and pulled on his DNA strands to turn him into a horrific beast that would quickly code for amino acids and proteins to improve his body.
I hate everything. I don't know why you decided this was a good idea. I hate everything. Fuck my life.
Hold on, I'm gonna go with custom text. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go, folks.
Here we go.
Okay,
Hey, we're up to 10 viewers.
11, but yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with there we go. That's what we're gonna do. By the power of science, I compel you. Yes, the monstrous demonic regeneration also turns him into a hollow. He and the Kyuubi were quickly merging together into one being. Hold on, Urahara said. I'll turn you back into a human. So Naruto stayed still and let him turn him back into a human. He tried not to let the fact that the polymerase in his body was turning his internal organs into a creature of monstrous proportions. Where are we? A DeviantArt fan art section?
Yes. You really had to ask that?
Yes. He tried not to scream as he felt segments of the phosphodiester bonds that kept him human being torn apart and being replaced from nucleic bases from the outer realms of hell.
Jesus Christ. Edge much? How much edge can we have in one story, ladies and gentlemen?
I like how we were real scientific and then we have that.
And then the Doom guy shows up and kills everyone.
And then he fought the demons.
And then he
was
fought the
told,
thought.
No, John, you are the demons.
Okay, I'm getting the feeling that the author is a chem major with a minor in English, and he just got done with his first semester.
And then
You know what?
the Doom
I
guy
feel the same
asks for help from the Cortana.
I hate this. I hate this. Why did I join the stream?
I
could've
don't.
just
That's what
ignored-
we were asking you.
That's why we asked you. Why? Hey, the random nose hair. What's going on?
I'm like, it won't be that bad.
Oh, please, you should know
I
better.
just want to point out. I feel like every time a stream starts with nose hair in the chat, it seems to be worse than usual. I'm noticing a pattern.
Are you making a note here?
No, I'm not. Don't you dare finish that.
Clearly, I need to either just like only join the chat frequently or not at all because the stories we get are so much worse than normal.
Clearly, you just need to join more often.
If you're going to join, you should just join in the middle of the stream rather than the start.
I'll
That way
just,
we only have to
I'll
deal with-
just wait until 8 o'clock. That's when I'll join. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see how that works.
All right, next time.
Yeah. That'll be,
'Cause it's 8:30 now, so.
No, hang on. I have an idea. This should work fine.
Are you gonna think creatively?
Is this working now? Is that how this works?
I don't know what you're doing.
I left and then came back.
Oh, okay.
We did the disclaimer at the start, right? I don't
Yeah, we
remember the
did.
disclaimer.
We did do a disclaimer.
I'm
Okay.
fairly certain you guys did a disclaimer.
I don't remember. for
Anyway,
some
so
reason.
let's see, blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blonde haired in beach hat. What the hell? What is this? You can't be serious. This isn't even a partial mask. This is your face now. This might hurt, kid. I'm gonna have to cut off your face.
Where's that edge banner? Where's that edge banner, Sneaky? Where is it?
And then, as Kasuke went to cut down Naruto's face, a random tail went through his chest and ate him. I'm not even kidding. That literally, Kasuke felt the life get sucked out of him into the tail. Everything he ever was is being eaten by the tail. Inert gases were no longer inert, and combustion reactions of furious magnitude exploded him. He was roasting the creature whose tail was sucking his soul like a straw. He was making the Beast Boy roll on the ground as fire consumed him. The fire of his Banki. Even so, the tail would not let go. The tail was going to win. No matter how he looked at it, the tail was going to be his doom.
Do you feel the fire rising, Batman?
That's... When was this published?
You can only die.
June 2010.
Your punishment must be more
Okay, I
severe.
want to know what makes this man think that fire would have been Kisuke's Bankai, because that's Ginryu's size
Blood.
thing. That's the old man's
Yeah,
thing.
his is blood. A lot of blood.
A
A
lot of
a lot
Honestly,
of blood.
quite honestly,
It's-
an excessive
no, it-
amount of blood.
No, it's not blood, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's... Did you completely miss what Kisuke's Bankai is?
Isn't it like the ocean of blood of everyone he's killed?
No. No, he could just stitch things together and take them apart.
Oh, so he's fault line. Got it.
I guess
Fault
so.
line plus.
I mean,
It
he's not wrong.
they didn't do a good job of explaining it.
He sees the death lines.
I can see everything.
But it's one of those things where it's like you look at the Bankai and you're just like, because that's fair.
Indeed. Anyway, so
I mean,
blah
to be
blah
fair,
blah
near the
blah.
beginning, they
He had to
a
save
Bankai that's literally
people.
an
If he
Yeah.
died, people were suffering. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, it
only
just-
partially hollow, being possessed by the hollow he was turning into. He reached into his Shinigami powers, letting the holytic spiritual energy travel down the synaptic nerves into the fox's body, where the boy twitched uncontrollably as Urahara's existence tore
This
into him
motherfucker is
like a
trying
jagged sword. When
so
did we
hard.
become Kingdom Hearts?
No, no. Kingdom Hearts doesn't put this much effort in.
Become me, he whispered as he transferred his existence into the boy.
No, you know what? This isn't Kingdom Hearts. This is just fucking The Matrix now.
This is sharper than yeet steel.
Well, I'm just saying it's like The Matrix because of the fucking the stupid shit in the fucking Matrix sequels.
I can replicate forever, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, okay. To be fair, that one fight scene is awesome. Let's be real.
I mean, maybe. Anyway,
Yes.
blah blah blah,
Me.
become me. Blah blah blah, maybe he can save everyone. Blah blah blah, save the peoples. Blah blah blah, he stopped changing and started turning back into a human, and then he turned into a person that looked like him. And then he turned into a blah blah blah. I don't know your name, but you are strong. Please, I've given you everything. I know you want to Gammy, I know you just died, but I've given you everything I am. I've given you all my memories. Isn't that enough? Help everyone. They need me. But I guess now they need you. Naruto hugged the man close to his chest, trying to force the tall shopkeeper's essence back into the vessel. What are we, Fate Stay Night?
Yes.
It
No,
wasn't
they aren't
working.
exchanging
He was
prana.
dying. See, just use the third true magic. The man who had just sacrificed himself to save him was dying. People die when they're killed!
No!
Like how... You know what I'm angriest about that quote?
What?
How much sense it makes in context. It's still stupid.
Oh, I know,
It
it
makes
makes
more
it
sense.
actually makes sense in context.
I
But
hate
the problem
that
here
so much.
is that this is actually a legitimate statement here, and this also makes sense in context. Naruto, people die when they're killed. The man who had just killed himself to save him was dying. No shit. They were in the middle of a forest with no one for miles and miles and miles.
And miles.
Oh, way to ruin the joke there.
Yep. He looked at
That's
the
my
blonde-haired man in his arms and watched the blood seep out from his chest. Did it seep out from a fist-shaped hole?
The answer better be yes.
Ugh.
Memes! In-jokes! There was so much blood! It was like a pool of endless crimson, and it was all his fault. How much blood do you think the body contains?
Anime.
It just keeps coming out, except it's actually pooling around. Naru picked up the man, slung him over his shoulder, and ran towards the city. He didn't look back at the gaping vortex behind him. He didn't even check to see whether or not he was dressed. Sir, don't die on me. Not like this. Not when you saved me. I am supposed to be the hero. He didn't feel like a hero.
Do you feel like a hero yet?
As he ran down the street, memories of a life that wasn't his started to transfer through his neurons. His brain slowly absorbed the information, and it was as if he had lived every day of those lives himself. He turned back to face the man over his back and noticed that he was quickly turning back to nothing. Literally, as if the body no longer existed in this time and place. Mister, are you okay? He asked the body that was literally being deleted from time and space. No, Naruto, I don't feel so good.
Fuck this.
No one's making you stay.
You can leave, lad.
If you'd like, I could mute deafen you so that you could just sit there in silence, contemplating why you decided to show up now of all.
I'm good. I'm just angry that this story exists in the first place. Does that make sense?
I mean, I guess if you're angry that my story with Sneaky exists, so it's not like I can't relate.
I forgot that that was a thing for a second.
He stopped running and flipped the man over to him. He looked the man in the eyes, noticing this strange smile on his face. He put a hand over his bleeding chest to stop the blood flow. Oh yes! The hand over the chest, I forgot! The critical medical maneuver! Wait a sec, wait. Are you telling me that he's been bleeding the entire time Naruto has been carrying this guy? So it's just been like a fucking geyser of blood gushing out of this guy's chest as he's running down the street.
No, he wasn't carrying... was he?
Yeah!
Oh, God. Apparently, then yes. Yes, he has.
And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna put you on the ground. And he's like, oh, thank you for putting me on the ground. Let me just put my hand over my chest so it stops gushing blood everywhere.
Except that the tail went in through the back, so it's still leaking out the other side now.
Do you feel it? Do you see it? See what? Mister, you're not acting right. Can you tell me where the nearest hospital is? Naruto looked around the city, seeing that it was empty. It was so early in the morning that the sun wasn't even up yet. I don't know where I am. He tried to move the man's head to face him, but the man pushed him away.
Hold up a second. If you've ever been to a city, like a proper city, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. There are always...
Yeah, but this is the fake Karakura town.
Oh, true.
So there's literally no one there. The man took off his hat, and with a shaking hand, placed the hat over Naruto's head. The hat bent his shaggy blonde hair back to look like his own, and Naruto was even more afraid for this person's life. This isn't funny. The man started to laugh.
Put a hole in his chest.
No, mister, you're dying. Naruto started to cry. I am so sorry. More memories started to flash through his mind. Hundreds of RNA polymerase started to elongate the neuronic DNA.
I don't even know.
Which would normally be possible for memories that were not his own. Promoter regions went haywire as a buildup of memory units started to force themselves through the mind of Uzumaki Naruto. That is not how any of this works. We have no idea how memories work in the slightest.
I think actually they've got some working theories in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, it deals with like neurons and neuron death can affect memories, but it's like more like a disc being corrupted than like actually losing the memory.
Yeah.
It's really weird, and we really don't know any like actual genuine hard this is how it works. Because also the other problem when it comes to studying brains is like you can have your brain get shot and still survive and still remember everything and be actually perfectly fine. Or you could be brain dead. Like, it's just like, oh, let's just flip this coin. Oh, they're brain dead.
Sounds just like normal. I see no problems.
Why are you this way, author? Drugs, no hugs during childhood, and more drugs. Reminder, we're not even halfway through. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you serious?
Guys are we're just at a little under the halfway mark.
Oh god. It twisted and snaked around the existing memories of the boys and created hemorrhages in his head as more brain cells
That's
started
not
to
how
replicate.
anything works.
And now he's dead. He's hemorrhaging in his fucking brain.
He's
dead.
hemorrhaging because his cells are dividing. That is not how that works in the slightest, man.
Listen, as
I'm
someone who has
pretty sure he's
who
dead.
has an actual brain, who has actual literal brain damage.
I have
I
an
think a lot
actual
of
brain,
everyone-
everyone. I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, hey, yes, but like, listen. The hemorrhage. If you hemorrhage in the brain, you're dead. That's it. Medical science cannot help you unless you are literally already on the operating table, and even then, it really can't be done.
This fic belongs in Reddit. I'm very smart. Yeah. Yeah, it really does. It's going to hurt, the man said, but soon you'll have all my memories. Naruto screamed as more memories started to ingrain themselves in his mind. I don't want your memories. Then something happened. He realized what the man was trying to do. No, you're going to survive this. The man knew his life was over. He was vicariously passing on over his mind to him in some vain attempt to do something. Just tell me where the hospital is. There is only one place that can save me, kid, the man said, grinning sadly. Hirasaki's clinic is the only, and that is far, far away. You're starting to get my memory solid, boy, so you must know why I did this. Naruto screamed as more cells were built around his pre-existing ones, causing more memories to drill into his hippocampus. This is not how anything works in the slightest.
You
Look,
act like people know how things
I
work.
don't claim to be a smart man, but I claim to have a functioning brain. And that's not how this works. It's not how any.
Actually, you can survive having brain hemorrhages, but you're basically a vegetable. I mean, yeah, but is that really surviving?
Yeah, okay, yes, technically you can survive, but you will no longer be a functional person.
Like, that's basically Pyrrhic victory at the best. Ha! I didn't die, but I also can't move anymore, or speak, or do any bodily functions on my own.
What fun.
You didn't really win with that one. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm kind of actually really mad right now because I bought Pathfinder, the game that's coming out right now, like wicked long ago, and I just noticed they had sent me my CD key for it, and I tried to redeem the key, and it said the key's already been redeemed, and I'm just sitting here like,
Oh, that's a problem.
okay, well, let me just contact the company. So I contacted the company, and they're just like, well, they're just not going to respond to you. Anyway, and the actual God of Death was involved in sealing the Kyuubi into his bad ass in the first place. Actually, that's a common fanon misconception. The God of Death was only involved in sealing the half of the Kyuubi into Minato. The part of the Kyuubi that was sealed into Naruto was actually the 8 trigram seal.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yep.
No, wait.
Yep. 8 trigrams.
Yeah.
So anyway, Which, again, I don't understand why Minato wasn't just like, I'm just gonna eat the Kyuubi soul and then fuck everyone. Ha ha. But whatever. Yeah, Shinigami was involved, but, you know. Also, I have already vented my main problems with how the Naruto manga handled the Kyuubi having its yin and yang split in half. Because a yang-only Kyuubi should not have higher thought process.
But my waifu.
Oh, don't even you fucking start.
I didn't start. Blame the fucking fandom, my dude.
Anyway, moving on.
It's not how that works, Nozair.
Blah blah blah, I don't understand. It seems unreal. Your memories can't be real. Whole society, hollow, Shinigami, you can't be real. None of this can be real. I'm sorry. Oh no! He vaporized into the air. And then he tried to hold the small photons, ions, and isotopes, and whatever else they were, floated up into the sky in a shower of profound beauty. He took the man's clothes, and he took the man's sword, but he couldn't find the sword. It was gone too. People didn't just fade away when they died.
But
I beg to disagree.
people
I mean,
die when they are
you
killed.
know, unless you're playing a Kingdom Hearts game.
To be fair, we don't even know if that's death yet. Like, that's how fucked up the timeline and everything is.
Blah 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 blah. This man, blah blah blah, should have had a body, should have been things, blah blah, he should have been human, blah blah. Blah blah, everything made sense. Oh, he wasn't human. He was Shinigami. Naruto started to realize he was no longer in his own universe. Wow!
That took a while to
That
click.
took a while. The giant, weird stone concrete monuments to human industry didn't tip him off sooner.
I'm actually more concerned about the guy that was jumping on the air that was fighting the Kyuubi to a standstill and then proceeded to inject his memories into the guy. That might have tipped me off. Maybe I'm not in fucking Kansas anymore.
You could probably explain that one away as like, oh shit, someone else knows Granny Chio's fucking life transfer, but it's upgraded.
What's the problem, Tenching? Do you want a quick summary on what we've read so far? So, because it's been a wild ride.
I think he's been following it, sort of.
Tenching kind of just popped up. I don't know. We'll just start talking.
He's commented once or twice in the Discord.
This is stupid.
Stream.
Congratulations! You have realized you are now in Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9001, where we make fun of stupid fanfiction.
Yay!
Hence the Contempt and Theater and Fanfiction. Anyway, so, blah 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 blah, he saw all the memories, the blah 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 blah, what do I do? There are people who need him, the Vizards need him, blah blah, please tell me what to do. It was then Tessai arrived. Keisuke, are you okay? Why are you crying? Why are you naked? Keisuke, there are scars on your cheeks, what happened? Keisuke, why aren't you answering me? From Tessai's point of view, it looked like his friend has just been through a horrible ordeal. It's alright if you don't want to talk about it. Just put your clothes on and we'll see to those scars on your cheeks when we get home. Something was wrong. Tessai knew it. The blonde spiritual essence felt like Keisuke, but it didn't feel entirely right either. He would find out later. First, he'd get those whisker-shaped scars looked at. And then blah blah blah. Naruto hid underneath the covers of Urahara's sheets as operons after operons continued to code for the proteins that slowly shifted his face to look more like Urahara. The proteins that's what proteins do. Yep, definitely. The proteins joined together to form skin.
That's not how any of this works.
That is not how that works. That is not how that works in the fucking slightest. Jesus Christ, my dude. God, this makes me want to write a shit fanfic.
Do it.
I mean, hey, we've already spawned several shit ideas that were absolutely fantastic. In fact, this stream has already produced, was it 2 fics? Yeah, two fics of its own, just from this stream and being angry at the stream.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep, and they're both absolute shitposts.
I don't know. Mine has 600 favorites. How could mine be bad?
From being a shitpost.
How could mine be bad, he said.
600 people liked it, clearly.
600 people in one of the most popular crossover sections.
Yeah.
It
Though, to
can't
be fair,
possibly-
Ruby is basically dead at this point.
Yeah, but you know what hasn't died?
Naruto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Naruto fans alone can carry that section.
they really can.
It's
Anyway.
like, and I bet it's even something like, oh, I've never actually looked at Ruby. I've just seen some really cool crossovers, so it's fine.
Anyway, so blah blah blah, taking a sheet off, and he looked at his face, and he looked at Urahara Kasuke, and blah 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 blah, trying to clear his mind of the memories, blah blah, eventually shop, blah 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 blah. Naruto's worried Tessai would kill him. Oh, look, it's Shinon. Oh, why aren't you saying anything, Kasuke? What happened? Blah blah. Tessai said he's gone hunting for the beast. Cheer up, I've never seen you like this. Stop that, don't pretend. Your friend's having a bad day today. You better be there for the kid's birth. In a flash of light, the cat was out of his sight. Yuriichi, Kasuke was in love with you. Kasuke died. I am not him. He loved you so much.
Do do do.
Anyway, so blah blah blah, it's an Ichigo, blah blah blah, you're depressed, I almost died last night, you need to see a doctor. You named him Ichigo, blah 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 blah, let me hold him. Kasuke, why aren't you using your Bankai? You can't defeat a hollow by just stabbing it with a knife. Kasuke, why aren't you listening to me? Naruto wasn't listening to Yoriichi. He knew the feline was correct, but what choice did he have? He didn't have no Bankai. The two of them were running, and Urahara, how you doing? Don't just charge at a hollow. Were you really a captain? Kasuke, watch out for its breath. The monster released a wave of toxic gas out of its spider-shaped skull. Sort of like how this author is releasing a wave of toxic-shaped letters out of his asshole. Blah 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 blah. He could get a virus that would render his lac repressors useless, unable to code for genes that could fight off infections. He didn't have the same genetical transcriptional abilities he had in his previous form. That much he discovered when he cut himself shaving a few days ago. Normally, the high rate of protein synthesis caused by incredibly quick endonucleus processing due to Kyuubi chakras, as well as efficient exon synthesized complex of blue chakra, resulted in fast, efficient tissue development on the membranes of his cells.
Okay,
Never
yeah,
do
you
that
know what?
ever
I think
again.
after this chapter, I'm just gonna bow out once you finish this.
I think we're done. I think everyone's done after this chapter.
I'm
I'll be
just-
perfectly fucking honest.
Ugh. I'm so... Ugh. How would Naruto even know he needs this specific virus for this specific thing? I don't...
Anyway, so blah blah blah. He rips off of the he rips the Hollow's mask off. Have you been working out? A little, he said, using a voice hinge to make himself sound more like the man. It didn't come out exactly as it should, but it did the job. Naruto felt the buildup of highly fissionistic power build up around the creature's mouth. No, 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 no. Kosuke, get out of there. The thing's going to fire. Don't you think I know that, Yorichi? If I let go, he's going to release his beam onto that building. The rain made it very difficult to see the cat. I can't fight with you here. I might crush you or worse, fire at you. You can't do anything without me. I am staying. You stupid woman. Don't you see I don't want you to get hurt? Kosuke had always wanted to protect her. Naruto knew it. Knew it so badly he had to carry out that will. If anything were to happen to this girl, no, this woman, he would never be able to live with himself. Please go. Kosuke, do you want me to transform and hurt you? The cat asked. It's I, looking up at him through the rain. Don't treat me like I need your protection. Come to think of it, you never treated me like this before. What's the matter with you? You're acting strange. You haven't made any jokes. You've been gloomy all week. You scare customers and you don't smile anymore. How could he smile? He's too busy being an emo piece of shit whose memory should have been overwritten by someone who's literally lived hundreds of years more than him.
But you see... No.
No, Ricky, I know what you're about to say. Stop saying words.
Stop the words now.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
No, but I need you to stop saying words.
But I want to say words.
I can't
No.
hold the hollow
No.
anymore. I am going to crush its skull. Naruto then did that. He forced his hands onto the skull and crushed it. Chakra swirled around his muscles. Glucose, lactose, proteins, minerals, and all of the other science anythings and everythings that could be used as source of energy was immediately used up to power his strength. Yes, the minerals. I forgot how much energy minerals give you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Look
Fuck
at
this
all my
author for their
fancy
interpretation.
words!
Like, fuck this author for this incredibly stupid interpretation of chakra.
Look at all of my fancy words, He-Man! I'm sorry.
No, now I just have the fucking mental image of Skeletor, like, holding up a giant banner with the word onomatopoeia on it.
Oh. It hurts. It hurts to breathe.
Look at all of my fancy words!
Suck my bone, He-Man. I have a sign.
Suck my
I just want this to be done.
Let's continue so Max can just leave.
Suck my phone!
I hate you both so
Everything
much.
you do is just causing another person physical pain.
I'm just getting a headache now.
Megalovania music intensifies.
No, stop. That's where I dropped the line. That's where
Drop
I dropped
the
the
line.
fucking line.
You dropped the line. You...
He actually carries around a line so he can just drop it in
He's
front
gonna
of people.
drop a line for us, see if he can't get us some more viewers.
I'm fucking tired.
Yo,
I'm
yo,
just sitting here
yo.
like, is he gonna get Sneaky more
Wait,
bandwidth?
is he gonna spit a diss track at me now? Is that what's going down? Are we gonna have a rap battle?
I need to fucking sleep.
I don't know.
Sleep.
He's either dropping you some more bandwidth or he's dropping you like a phone line. I don't know which is
I mean,
worse.
he's dropping him a fishing line.
I'm dropping him more bandwidth so he can stop having the stream lag.
My stream isn't lagging.
I know, but I'm just saying. Eventually it will lag. You must always acquire additional broad.
You know, it's days
Must
like
build
these.
additional bandwidth.
must still.
Stop masturbating, please. At least, like, turn your mic on to push to talk.
Who the fuck is?
What the fuck?
I'm already on push to talk, so it's not me.
I was fucking
You
like.
didn't deny
clapping.
the masturbating!
I was clapping my hands.
Oh, because all I hear in the background is. It's just like, who the hell is masturbating on stream?
Then Ad spoke up, and I was like, I could just not say a word. It just let this play out.
Someone's bone's getting sucked. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. The black cat watched in awe as Kasuke killed the hollow with his hands. This just wasn't possible. This was almost like the old Kasuke before he was framed in the Soul Society. There was a deadly fire in the man's eyes, a determination she had never seen before. Black blood spilled out down its crushed skull. What is this, a Grim?
No, hollows have red blood.
Yeah.
We've seen that, I think.
So,
good job. You fucked up even more stuff. Oh boy.
Excellent.
You know, this would be a far more interesting premise if it was completely original with completely original characters and a completely original world setting.
yeah.
But see, that's hard.
Anyway,
Without the science. God, either get rid of the science or it just works like that. Because you're putting a completely different system on two existing systems.
Wait, what the fuck is this? He had been wounded by the creature's skull. The unsanitary mess caused by the hollow carcass made him get an infection and now he's sick.
Yeah, that's how that works.
What?
Oh my god, I'm going to throat punch this author. Naruto's memories wanted to correct her. Oh my god. Oh my god. You look like you caught a cold. The girl looked
Sneaky,
worried.
Are you gonna actually be okay?
Do you want me to get an antibiotic? Naruto. First off, A. Cold. Solving it with an antibiotic. Second off, little girl just getting an antibiotic. I don't know how shit works in Japan, but I'm pretty fucking sure even Japan doesn't sell over-the-counter antibiotics. Unless you're talking about alcohol.
No, hang on. To be fair, this is Urohara Kisuke. He probably just has antibiotics lying around somewhere in storage.
That's fair enough. Naruto's memories, this is the offensive part though. Naruto's memories wanted to correct her, telling her it was most likely just a virus. That is what a cold is! You
It's just
fucking
a virus.
galaxy brain retard!
Somebody is just trying way too hard.
Antibiotics might work if this was a normal viral infection. Gah! However, this was something more advanced than a virus.
It's a super virus.
A bacteria?
Ooh.
Palindromic segments of poisonous halogenes were stuck in his DNA.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Does that mean Naruto's going to become a Visored next chapter?
I mean, this is a one-shot, thank God.
So I can
Thank-
pretend.
You can.
I
pretend that you don't
really enjoy how the author made such a big, long, word-fast deal about Naruto gaining all of Urahara's memories and shit. And then just being like, because he is Uzumaki Naruto, he can't care about the people Urahara cared about. Even though the memories carried all of the emotion with them, as he displayed in one scene. And mentioned again when it came to Yoriichi. So he has literally hundreds of years of emotion-filled memories, and is like, yes, my 13 years as a young boy named Naruto, who was unable to form any emotional attachments to anyone besides an old man and 2 people who hated me, I clearly win the memory war.
Totally. Yeah. Definitely.
Kurosaki found nothing wrong with him. Let's see, your DNA seems fine, but I'll run a North blot test to make sure. Kurosaki proceeded to cut up fragments of Kisuke's DNA and put them into gel electrophorus. The electric field immediately separated heaviest to lightest fragments, allowing the man to get a reading. Seems about right. The last step was to add radioactive probes of RNA to get a measure and gradient and then film it. We are done. He then placed a film of Kisuke's genetic reading on the X-ray board. See, Kisuke, nothing to worry about. Let me just display your DNA to you. As you can clearly see, we are thousands of years more advanced than the most advanced human science, and are able to just display DNA on an X-ray board and be like, ah yes, you are perfect health.
What is he, a Pokemon?
I'm sorry. The Shinigami Soul Society has no reason to advance that far yet, much less any reason to let an ex-Shinigami use it. I somehow doubt that creepy doctor dude and Ichigo's dad were on good enough terms for him to be like, oh, hey, I have this prototype
Oh, no, they were
DNA
on great terms.
observer. Were they?
Oh, no, wait, creepy doctor? You mean like the guy who replaced Kisuke?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, they
Like,
hate each other. They
I
absolutely hate each other.
somehow doubt that they were on any kind of good terms, much less have met long enough to have even
No, you see,
been
Tenshin,
acquaintances.
Naruto was bitten by a radioactive Urahara and became Urahara Man.
That would be more fun. That would be a more fun and sensible
He has
explanation.
radioactive fox blood. For a second, you scared me coughing up blood. Your crazy theories, you're assuming some crazy theories if you think your body's changing. You've been making Tessai and Shinoin-san worried, you know? Can I have some penicillin?
What are Naruto's memories just an STD now?
Yes. No, I'll give you something stronger. He reached for a needle the size of a hammer. This might hurt. I can imagine, Naruto said, looking at the machination grimly.
Why?
Your punishment must be more severe.
Why would you call a needle a machination?
Also, what about that guy outside? Oh, he's just waiting for his wife-beating father. Oh, should we do something about it? Like what? Do we kill him? This isn't Soul Society, and he isn't a Halo.
He's Hallow. He isn't a Hallow.
Please tell me that's not actually what he wrote.
Yeah, he isn't a Hallow. He missed the O and replaced it with an A at the start
How
of
do
Hollow.
you miss the A? It is literally on the opposite side of the keyboard. Oops, my finger slipped, slid across the entire keyboard, and hit enter.
And now Hollows are officially renamed to Hallows.
They're much more interesting.
I think this one shot is actually a troll meant to trigger people. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's triggering
I don't
the
know.
shit out of Sneaky.
I don't know. If this is true, then congratulations, dude. That was some high effort trolling. But I feel in my fanfiction gut, in my fanfiction organ, that I have developed specifically to deal with this, I feel like this isn't a troll. He's not, the doctor said. It's his mother. You know how Misaki is. Naruto didn't know how Misaki was, but Kasuke did. He nodded anyway. Blah 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 blah. He's gonna go talk to Sora's dad. Blah blah blah. Letting out waves of chakra. He blew the dust away. And, he pulled a blade out from his cane and stabbed it at the hollow. When did his cane... I thought that disappeared. Sorry, but I'm not allowed to divide. I'm not going to defeat Aizen, and I intend to keep it because Uzumaki Naruto never breaks a promise. And he goes Kyub mode on the hollow. Oh wow. This was a fic. This happened.
Let us never speak of it again.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with calling it a day now.
Yeah. Before we sign off, so I mentioned last Friday I try and get the anime thing out this week. That has gone down the gutter. I reviewed it today during some free time at work. I need to write up subtitles for my audio.
That bad, huh?
Oh, yeah. Like, I can understand what I'm saying, but I'm having trouble understanding it. I can only imagine how much harder it'll be for other people.
Is that going to be your future gimmick now? You always needing subtitles?
No, but I am thinking about putting, like, Anime Contempt Theater Revision 9233, now with 100% more Max Force subtitles as a joke.
I mean, you could.
Yeah. So yeah, I get to do that and then re-render the episode at the 5% thing that I mentioned to you guys, so that it should fuck with the audio a bit more. I mean, Lord, I already pitched the audio up by like 40%. So
didn't we also flip the video?
No, I could not do that because of the way, because it was a video with the subtitles burned in.
Right.
Because trying to find Season 0 Raw is incredibly difficult in this day and age.
All right, well,
and I don't feel like it, if I'm being honest.
Season 0 of what?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fucking impossible to find.
All right,
Oh, it's not impossible, but it might as well be.
Well, you heard them, folks. It's going to happen eventually someday. Your hard-earned money is going to absolute waste. We're going to start a crowdfund so we don't go bankrupt. You should all donate to it. Several $1,000s if you could.
No,
I'm sorry. I was confusing us for Star Citizen.
I'd be content if they could just pay off my fucking student loans.
Oh, just invent a game that you're never actually planning on releasing. Easy.
I got a number of visual novel ideas and like turn-based RPG ideas.
Oh, does the visual novel about my brother's dating experiences fall?
Not even that. Like just a bunch of personal projects in my head.
Is it my life as a visual novel because it really is?
No, because then I have to pay you royalties.
Damn straight.
He just wants the royalties.
This is based on. So the main character's name is Diki. Last name Evil.
Nice.
It's no middle name. It's just Diki Evil.
All right.
Totally not based off you.
Yeah, no, totally not. All right, so everyone, thank you for joining us to this point. As always, as a reminder to everyone, old and new, Tuesdays is going to be 7:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Look up on Google if you don't know what that time zone is. And on Fridays, it's going to be 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be here every Tuesday and Friday, and I guess until we die. or this stream
At least
dies.
until you die.
Luckily, my plan for death is a shotgun, and that's
And we do this every week, twice a week, and then sometimes on Sundays I stream my D&D games. So we'll see.